Hello, guys, and welcome back. Thanks for joining me again as we get started with another section on virtual private clouds. But even before we get started with those technical jargons, let's understand the networking fundamentals. Networking is the fundamental for any organization that is dependent on IT. For computers and devices to communicate with each other, you need a network. A network comprises of devices like routers, switches, and firewalls, which then connect to your devices or computers using wires or maybe wirelessly. When understanding networks, think about your home network. How is that connected? So at your home, you got a router and at least one device like a laptop or a phone, which may wirelessly communicate with your router. To understand this better and just to make it fun to learn, let's use a school analogy, okay? So, if you got a classroom full of students and if Rob needs to talk to Mary to get some help on an assignment, then Rob can just call Mary and ask for help. That's how simple it is in a classroom scenario. That means Rob can just be seated at his desk and still get the work done. But imagine if Mary is in a different classroom. In this case, Rob needs to walk up to the door and then identify where Mary is. Then walk up to that door, identify Mary in that class, and then talk to her. Okay? So that means if Mary is in a different room, then Rob has to walk through two doors, door 1 and door 2. Now, this is an analogy to understand networks, okay? Now, let's imagine that these classrooms are your networks. Let's call them N1 and N2. And these doors are your routers, R1 and R2. We're just naming them. Now, Rob and Mary are like your devices, like workstations, maybe a desktop, laptop, maybe a printer. And we'll call them as device 1 and device 2. Now, if device 1 needs to send some information to device 2, this can be done within a network directly, without the help of the router. However, if device 2 is in a different network, then device 1 would not be able to find it in network 1. So it's going to ask for help. The router 1 then helps device 1 to find the route to device 2. The traffic or the message then goes through the router 2 to finally reach device 2. The routers help the devices find the shortest path to the destinations. Routers are an exit point to that network. All of these devices are known in the network with the help of IP addresses. Communication between the devices happens with the help of IP addresses and not names. Although when you access a website or a printer, you may be accessing them with the help of a name, but in the backend, they are translated to an IP address with a mechanism called as DNS or domain naming servers or domain naming systems. All the network related concepts remain the same regardless your network is at your home, in your office, or in the cloud. It just works the same way. I know this is really an oversimplification of what networks are. It can go far more complex than this, but I want you to take time for those who are pretty new to all of this to have some kind of a visualization that can help you relate to the basic concepts of a network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.